Hi, my name is Michelle and welcome to my channel. If you have seen any of the few videos that I have posted before, then you will realize that I am not speaking Swedish in this video. I'm speaking English, and I'm not going to go in too deeply about why, more than I am currently living in Australia and speak English every day. So I thought I was going to give it a go and see how it goes to make my videos fully in English. And it was pretty long since my last post. So with that said, I thought we would jump into the theme of this video, which is my pregnancy. So the reason why I wanted to document this is because I thought it would be so cool once the baby is born to look back at these videos and remember how it was and how it felt and everything. And that's the main reason why I want to film this. And I know I'm pretty far along in my pregnancy already. I am 28 weeks and a few days, 3-4 days. So I have a bit to catch up on. So I thought this video could be from basically day one, I guess, up till now. And so I'm gonna use my phone to sneak peek on my notes, just to make sure that I am sticking to the timeline. I can just answer the question if we were trying, and yes, we were. I've had so much people telling me that they've had troubles getting pregnant, or it could be problematic to get pregnant, and I have never been pregnant in my life. I've never even got a positive ever pregnancy tests. So I didn't know if I was one of the unlucky ones or not that would have issues getting pregnant. So when we decided if we wanted to have babies, because I hope I'm gonna have more than one baby in the future, but we'll see after this one. We started trying, and I think I got pregnant in the second month, the second try. So I do think, and I should mention this, I think I was pregnant already on the first try, but I think I had a chemical miscarriage, and I think it was very early. I was bleeding a lot, I had a lot of pain, more than usual, so I think I was pregnant, but it's so hard to know. So we got pregnant on the second try. And my first signs were swollen breasts, really swollen breasts, and they were hurting a lot, aching super much, and you couldn't touch them. That was crazy. And I was out of breath, which I still am, so I'm sorry if I sound like an excited dog or something. I had a lot of vivid dreams as well in the beginning, so that was really cool. And I didn't want to test too early. I wanted to wait until a few days after my period was supposed to come, because just in case, I don't know, I didn't want to get my hopes up or get disappointed. So I waited maybe 3-4 days, and then when my period hadn't come yet, I did 2 first response pregnancy tests, and they both came out positive, and I was over the moon, super happy. We're running into my now husband, and just basically look at this, do you see the lines? They're definitely there. That means that I'm pregnant. Do you think I'm pregnant? And I was so happy, and I guess also in a way shocked, because it happened so quickly, first of all, and then also that I could be pregnant, that it happened to me. In a way, I was just wow. And at the same time, I was a bit scared, because I didn't want to get too excited about this, and then because I know that the first 12 weeks can be a bit shaky. You can have a miscarriage. Many people who do have miscarriage have the miscarriage during the first 12 weeks. So I knew we weren't in the safe zone yet. So I was a little bit trying to hold back, but I was super excited, and it was a moment that I want to treasure forever. My pregnancy is and started very cruisy. I know this is gonna annoy so many people. I didn't feel any nausea at all. I I've had a little bit of nauseous feelings when I'm hungry and I want to eat and there's no food very like close by, but that's it. Like I haven't had any horrible nausea or been spewing, or I haven't done any of those, like that hasn't happened to me. Very lucky. There were nothing really out of the ordinary, so I was in the beginning very like, am I even pregnant? So it was confirmed with an ultrasound at week 11 and almost 12 weeks, and then with blood tests as well. So I was pregnant, but I didn't feel pregnant. It was a very crazy feeling. And I would say the scariest thing or the most annoying thing during this pregnancy has been that I have been spotting, having a pinkish, I guess blood-ish in when I've been wiping myself 3 times. It's the first 2 happened I think before week 13 and 14, and the third time it happened around week, I would say 18, pregnancy week 18 or something. And the third time I was that far along now, so I must have been 19, 20, I don't know, it was pretty, like not too long ago. And I went into the emergency room and they did a lot of tests and they took my blood pressure, listened to the baby's heartbeat, and everything seemed to be fine. And they sent me home, and I wasn't bleeding anymore after that. And then I was also called back in to just do an ultrasound to double check that everything is looking well with the baby, and the placenta, that everything was good with that as well. And the end result was that everything looked fine. They couldn't really see anything that would be any issues. They said to me, which I think was very nice to hear, and they said, bleeding during pregnancy is common, but it's not normal, which is basically like it happens, but you shouldn't just like wave it off. You should always look it up. And I think that calmed me down to know that it's common, it happens. Week 20, I did a ultrasound. So me and my husband found out that we were expecting a little baby girl, and that was so exciting. Like, I think that made it real for me to understand that I am waiting for a little person, that there's a little person growing in me, and she's a little girl. We were over the moon, still are, and it was just made it all very real. And I think during that time, that's when I've already started to feel like faint movements, vague movements, but after that the movement started to increase, her kicking and her, like I could feel her a lot more, which was super excited. And then I think around week 22, 23, I was starting to sleep a bit more uncomfortable, and I'm now sleeping a bit, like my hips and my legs are a bit uncomfortable sometimes when I'm sleeping. Some days are better than others. I tried to have a pillow between my legs as well, because that helps. I'm saying a lot, sorry. So I guess between week 24 and 28, I met my midwife that will hopefully be there on the day of birth of my baby, and the due date is on the 9th of February. So I'm looking forward to that, and this girl was really sweet. So I'm hoping that she's gonna be available that day. Hopefully. And it's starting to be a bit harder to say no to sweets at this time. I feel like, why not give it to me, instead of in the beginning where I was like really good. I was like, no, I don't need sweets and I'm good. Don't need it, don't feel it, don't crave it. Haven't had any really cravings during the pregnancy anyway. And now it's starting to be like, well, a little cake wouldn't be that bad, or a little cupcake here and there. Some cookies, do we have cookies at home? You know. And also I have basically had a blocked nose when I'm sleeping for weeks now. So I would say overall my pregnancy has been very kind to me. Makes me a bit worried about the birth. Is that when shit's going down? Probably. But I'm not that worried at all yet. I'm actually gonna make another video where I'm gonna talk more about like my view on giving birth, because my opinion has definitely changed since before getting pregnant and now. I actually had a thought yesterday where I felt like, well, when I was feeling her move around and kick and stuff, I was feeling like I really want to give birth to this little girl. I really want to bring her to this world, and it was a very weird feeling. I'm talking about a natural birth, I suppose, yeah, I definitely didn't feel that before getting pregnant. I wasn't even sure if I was going to have a normal birth ever. And I'm gonna leave that to another video. But that's all I had today, and that was, yeah, basically me trying to summarize the beginning up till now, and I will try to update more frequently after this. I can't say the word whatever. More frequently after this video, but we'll see. We've just moved into a new house as well, so we're still fighting to get good internet, good Wi-Fi, and we have to wait a few more weeks. So we'll see when things are rolling. But I thought I'd pick up the camera and start like documenting something, at least for myself. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being with me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, just thank you, and maybe we'll see you next time. Bye.